out there, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the...
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, alert 33. Pistol.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans name next to the Browns name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 15. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Tennessee.
Mariota on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Check out. Hot. Showing it. Kill. One.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sione Takitaki brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Fights him off. Trying to get it to Landry there. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3.
Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw, Mariota. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. 21 yards there on third down.
A gain of 21.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Blue 18. Check 50. 1-1. Come to work. We won. 1-1. Swing.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
You ain't doing nothing. Watch it. 3. Safety's gripping. Slam. 3.
Now Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Mariota, option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 29, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota now from the 50. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Morgan Burnett, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
King. Hey. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go. Mike 55. Mike touch.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All day. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mariota. And A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check it back.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Titans' 3-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike. Mike 54.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Murray, hurry! Check 55, Mike. Come off the ball. Pistol. Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've...
Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Retains possession.
Check. Check. 36. Slam.
Play fake. Mariota. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Throwing, Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Sheldon Richardson getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long.
Tighten up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Derrick Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are back within a single score. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is some...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lewis here on 1st down. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Silver. Check. Crouch. Kill. 53.
To throw Mariota. This one caught by Davis. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Mariota now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go. Mike, 53.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Henry.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Run.
They run it again with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Check 6 guys.
Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll field this at the 5. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mariota. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
It's going to be a long day. Show it. Kill. Hey, check 24. Three. Hatch it. Save.
4th down, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
The tackle,
You don't want no problem from me.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next